This is a Gault Heating and Cooling High School Football Preview.
Coach, just what stands out about your team heading into this season?
The ins and outs, we're trying to get rolling. We've had a rough couple years. We haven't been where we wanted to be. So trying to change the culture and get things back on track how we're a little more successful 2 years ago, and we have a good senior group that's going to lead us that direction.
What does that look like for you, kind of getting things back on track and changing the culture?
It started in the weight room. We've had a real great, real good off season with, just numbers, and our weights have gone up. That's been somewhere we've struggled a little bit all season, but especially towards the end of the season. So a focus for us is to keep the weight room going through the 10-week season, hopefully into the playoffs. But it all starts with our senior leadership and the culture that they're bringing, and the leadership and how they're taking the young guys under their wings.
Who are some of the guys coming back offensively that you're going to be relying on this year?
We got a little competition at quarterback right now between Asante Mickle and Dylan Wright. Dylan has a great arm, and Asante's a little bit more of an athlete. Dwayne Thompson will be a running back for us. Christian Mahone will be a running back. Then we have Allen and Alex Hill that were very successful for us last year, and hopefully going to get them the ball a little bit more than we have in the past, and let those guys lead us.
What about defensively? Who are you guys looking at?
Again, Allen and Alex Hill, Keon Stella up front, Jaden Russian up front, and possibly some linebacker. And a lot of the same skill guys are going to be in the secondary for us. And Dwayne Thompson, Dwayne Wright's had a good offseason at safety for us, so a good mix of juniors and seniors.
Offensive line, how you guys looking at that?
We're going to be small, but we're, a lot of our kids that are playing the line are at YEC. We're going to be able to block some things a little differently than we have been. Quander Schaus has had a great offseason. Nazir Green Scott has a good offseason for us. Terraylen Sadler is going to be our starting center. Has had a real good offseason in the weight room. So it's going to be good to see those guys. They work together well, communicate, and we're going to, like I said, we're going to be able to block things a little differently than we have in the past.
What are going to be the keys to just having a successful season, maybe getting back to the playoffs again for you guys this year?
We go to Columbus East week 1, so we got to get all the culture stuff out of the way and ready to go for the start of the season, because that's, you're traveling 3 hours to start with. But just that, it's the culture. The weight room's going to help us this year. And we got to make some plays. We got to get our guys that can have explosive plays in them. We got to get them the ball early.
Coach, your thoughts on the recommendation to go back to 12 playoff teams that's happening this Thursday? What do you think about that?
I'm for it. We were the 16th seed last year, and I've been through every level of it. We went from 4 to 8, and now all the way up to 16. And I think 12's the best mix to satisfy the coaches and the players.